So I'm getting better frames now, somehow. In the 40s. Oh, 50. Oh, I'm getting 40, 30. It's getting better. Not quite where I want it. Especially considering I'm pushing... if I start sending 4,000. Hmm. Why? Oh. What if I'm gonna try something. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that was rough. Let's see. I need night peppers anyway. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Oh, not character config. System config. Ooh. Yeah. OBS is not having a good time right now. So if I leaf turn, bountiful harvest. This is downright painful. Wait. It was fine there. For like a quarter of a second. Well, okay. Don't tell me it was just my G-Shade. Just the fact that G-Shade was, like, even approaching something that looked kind of on-ish. It looks good on my end now. What's it look like on the stream? Looks pretty alright. Alright. I guess we can start moving. I was like halfway. I was this close to saying, fuck it. Hang on. Now that we have like 4 different stream links, I'll post it. There we go. So, every once in a while it looks a little wonky, but I think we can live with it. Actually, maybe. Hey, Alize, what's up with you? Unto the breach, Alize is waiting patiently for the return of certain scions, not least of all, you. Good news, big boy. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Unvoiced cutscene. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was a little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Big Boy. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try. Repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. And mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lise said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Third, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform. Transform it into what? That's a difficult question. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. In other words, magitech. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one was overseeing the construction, no one was barking orders, as it's almost like they were possessed, or even tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fandaniel can bind Bahamut to his will, maybe he did the same to the people of Garlemald. Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raubon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he has requested our presence. Why not leave that to us then? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. Well, we need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to spend to speak with Urianger before the meeting. If you're curious to know what I will be doing in your absence, let us speak of it another time. At present, Kryl and I have no more than a hypothesis. Y'shtola, are you getting into some shit? You getting into some shit? You'd tell me, right? Yeah, well. Alright. Where do we go next? Garabanya? Oh, to actual straight up Alamigo, huh? Let's go see what Raubon has to talk to us about. I think this is how we get there. Oh, here we go. Urianger. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. As are we to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger. I trust Thanquid made you feel welcome? Well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. Hey, it's that guy. Ehrenwald, I think. Aha, yep, Ehrenwald. What are you doing here? We spoke via Link Pearl. You told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so, similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged. as you are well aware. May I remind you that we Elezen are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. It was not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, although Moonbreda towered over me nonetheless. Ehrenwald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company, it's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Fordola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Does this have something to do with the towers? What gave you that impression? Tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? Maybe because Fordola has weird shit going on with her that was given to her by the Garleans? We have a meeting to attend, as Arnvald pointed out. Let us be about it. Everybody's got their notes.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge. Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar, and that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
I'm doing good, Mystic. I'll get back to you.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Alright, that's over. What's up, Mystic? How you doing, man? I was just struggling a lot to get some frame problems sorted out. Looks like we're doing okay. Not quite where I want to be, but much better than it was. I was struggling to hold 20 frames a second together on the game. But looks like we're doing okay now.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vamar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh? It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. Oh, I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Oh. And there we go. All right. Let's see. All right, Alfie, what do you got? Here be dragons. Oh. Okay. Need to track down Estinian, bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. And luckily, I have a spell that lets me teleport. Here we go. Alfie, what do you got? All present? Good. Let's split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Big Boy can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. I think I will begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Excuse me. Let's see. Aetheryte, Ethernet, Forgotten Night, I'm pretty sure is where the... Yep. Hey, Lucia. What's up, girl? Hey, you seen Esty around? Good day to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come to visit in search of him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? You seen Estinian? We heard he was headed here. I see. No, we were not aware Sarah Estinian had returned to Ishgard. But as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Yeah, that dude's always fucking around. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Emmerich, only to find him absent? In any event, I'm afraid I can't help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Let's see. Now, where's that at? That's at the Astrologicum. Ba-da-da. Ba. Ba. Apparently he's about to just fucking roll out. Voiced?
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Oh, hell.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alizé shouting. Estinian! It's been too long. No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time.
Oh, shut up.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
No. Yes, maybe. Oh. This is really bad. This one's like ribbing, but okay. And this one's just being sincere. Do we want to do the... Do I want to do, like, just rib her a little bit?
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Aziz La.
Aziz La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Tiamat?
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Aziz La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azizlar together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard. Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Oh, and we just teleport to Azizla immediately. Cool. It's been quite some time since I last set foot in Azizla, but I understand the three of you were here more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Big Boy is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have ever met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prisoner. Let's just say it helped that Midgard Sormer was there to introduce me. Yep. I think Midgard Sormer is their dad? Aha, yeah. You were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. That's interesting. An interesting take on what's up with Estinian, because he, in the Heavensward expansion, because assuming, I don't know how many actual FF14 players are around here. At one point, he actually got possessed by Nidhogg, which would be Tiamat's brother. So, and he more or less became Nidhogg for a couple dungeons, pretty significant boss fight, you know the drill. The fact that there's like a still sort of lingering, he still considers himself, either himself still part of Nidhogg or Nidhogg still part of him. Interesting. I wonder if that's just the memory that he inherited from Nidhogg, or if it's something going on there. Tiamat awaits. This way. And there she is. Old girl, what's up with you? Oh shit. I never even noticed that. Like, not only is she straight jacketed in, she's got chains on her wings and all that shit. But even like spikes driven into her tail and feet, holding her to the ground. Oh, one just straight up impaling her torso. Is that driven all the way through? Yeah, she is not in good shape.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
Dramon.
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Santalan infan antosk. Goes rent on. Ale o est an in. Ale cum ac in.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Es snoska dramon kin. Nestra in. Illes I. Nesh al. And ala. Unmik. Nalstra ul an. Antal an. Smon. Tahi an.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Usk sis in.
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
Sahan. Seth som. Kin Bahamut an. An sumon na an inles. Snaloles dish an. Na ala an ul an sin an stan in.
I mean, we still have the problem of breaking you out of the jail, but we can probably figure that out. While Porxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject we've treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, something, it'd be bad. Before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Allegans kept detailed records of all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Big Boy here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sarastinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star. Though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream to escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work is done here, we should trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the Flagship. Yes. We're familiar with it. The Ethereal Research Facility in particular. You may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Why do we need one of your soul Pokeballs? Which you just happen to be carrying with you. Suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambrose, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. Oh, okay, yeah. He's like part Allegan, actually. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. So basically, we're carrying around his biometrics. In case any of the Allegan tech wants to go, oh hey, do you... We're carrying around his SSH key to Allegan shit. Ooh. Alright. Whoop, nope. Head downstairs a little bit. And he's already up here. Let's split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is to simply identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we've learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Alright, let's do the thing. Let's look for the shit. What do you got? Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. You talking to that one? Okay, cool. what do you, who are you? Oh, yeah, I need to talk to this one. Data link with Delta Quadrant Bloken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Warning, scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 20 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So we missed system update where the Dragon Prison system is due for Windows Update 2,020 years ago. I'm afraid Estini and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? Smelled like burned hair, a chirping note which spontaneously about neglecting the dragon restraints. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the note of which Grahas spoke. It was chirruping, you say? Very well. Let's take another look. Well, yep. What in the hell? Nope, up here? Yes. No. There it is. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be taken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. Or those that are carrying around his blood vials, perhaps. New user detected, commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Big Boy Hugeman. Welcome, Big Boy Hugeman. You may operate dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Do not tell me it's going to be just this easy. Just tell the damn thing it's like unable. Okay. System update is required. Oh, goddammit. It can't speak to the server because the server's fucking down. Windows updates. Fucking. I could hazard a guess. Fucking Windows update not working. This is why they need. This is why the Alligans needed to switch to Linux. Just run Pac-Man SYU. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. Ugh. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So can this thing release restraints or not? But only it can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Yeah, he's still running Windows 20. He needs to update to like Windows 30. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. I'm here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. Dare I say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Alright, well. I want to do some... I'm actually gonna queue up for Did I queue up for this? I'm gonna queue up for level 50 dungeon. Oh, and I'm already just ready to go right now. Come on. Because I'm leveling one of my, leveling a tank class. Where are we now? Oh yeah, I played this one. See the party. Oh, hello? Guys? We good? Alright. First tank of the evening. Come on. Oh, is that it? Okay. Yeah, let's just kill this thing and go up the stairs. Oh yeah, these fucking things. I keep forgetting like the little details of this dungeon. All right. Now we move on to the next room. Let's see. Okay, yep. Just worry about these three guys. We have Dancer and Black Mage, so that's good. Alright, everybody in? Everybody's in. Let's go. Come on. Alright, that takes care of them. Shit. Oh. Shit. Ah, my bad. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. I probably should look up a guide on that, on this boss in particular. Simon the Unsinkable. One more shot. I don't know how I didn't have, aha, there we go. Fuck. Perfect. Let me look it up. What's that dude's name? Simon the Unsinkable. Yeah, Pharaoh Sirius. There we go. Very easy to wipe. There are too much stacks. Are killed ASAP to keep the corrupted crystal stacks low. Oh. I'll AoE near boss. If you get aggro from an ad, bring it to me. Also stay out of crystal doo-doo. that's probably it. Corrupting Shot, long-thin AoE, Zombie Warhound, spawn 2 to 4 at a time. Applies a stack of Corrupted Crystal. Should be killed ASAP. Ensure the Zombie Warhounds are killed ASAP to prevent blah 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 blah. Reaching a stack of 3 will cause the crystals to burst, dealing heavy damage to you. Yeah, this is getting rough. Okay, so he should know how to heal because he's got two level 80 healers. Maybe I should bring my food buff into play here. Plan in general. We good? Oh, all right, here we go. Okay, so we're all alive still. There it is. All right. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Are you picking up the... Are they boosted or something? Like, I don't know. I have no idea why. He's already up, dude. All right. We gotta be real careful with this healer. Yeah, let's just go this way. What happened? Everybody? All right. I'm going with slow and steady wins the race on this dungeon. All right. What do we got? Everyone know this one? Kill 1 egg. Killing 2 to 3 eggs will cause the boss to body slam a player, causing heavy damage. How is the healer dead this fast? Oh, this is level 50 gear. Well, no. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye on the fucking eggs again. So where is the dancer? Oh, there it is. Alright, what are you up to? Okay, Shire gear. Okay. Not completely out of touch with this dungeon then. Alright, let's wait on the healer. Alright. Let's have another bite at the apple. I'm gonna tank this in the dead center of the fucking room. Healer? Healer. Okay. Hoplite trousers. I'll need on that. I'll sell that for the seals. Let's turn that off. Let's not be over there. Alright. Alright, what is Tyrant? Any ads or mechanics can simply be ignored. Okay. Rope belt, thank you. And what are we looking at as far as the siren? Staying in the center when she leaps until you know she's going to use Feral Lunge or Charm. Kill the crawling sergeants first while keeping your distance so you aren't stunned. Full heal anyone affected by siren songs so they don't go on a murder spree. Okay. Kill crawlers first. With siren song debuff. How we doing on ads? Seems okay. Alright, we might actually get this one first try. Peltist Acton. Ah. I'll read that. And I give him a pose. And see you all around. Well, spent way too long trying to debug the stream, and that drained a lot of my actual energy, so I think that's enough for now. I'll just head back to... oh, I need to head back to Kugane. Definitely worth looking back over the settings that I had. Let's head to the inn. And that might be it for me today. A little bit of a short one, but where is it? Thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna see if I can figure some things out on the tech side so that we don't have to play this whole "oh god, it's bad" thing again. See you around.